He night visitor in the village one night. I was suddenly awakened by strange sounds coming from outside my window, faint whispers, rustling leaves, and a soft shuffling noise. At first, I thought it was just the wind, but then I noticed a shadow moving near the fence. It was dark and slow, almost deliberate in its movements. My heart started pounding. I knew this wasn't an ordinary person. I lay there in bed, frozen with fear, trying to make sense of what I was seeing. The shadow seemed to be watching the house, standing still for a moment before slowly approaching closer. I could feel my pulse racing as adrenaline kicked in. I wanted to scream or run, but my body wouldn't move. Suddenly, the figure disappeared into the darkness as if it had melted into the shadows. I stayed awake for hours after that, listening for any sounds or signs of movement. When dawn finally broke, I looked outside and saw nothing unusual, just quiet fields and trees. The next day, I heard rumors from neighbors about strange visitors who come at night, mysterious figures that appear out of nowhere and vanish just as quickly. Some say they're spirits or creatures from another world. Whatever it was, I was lucky to stay safe that night. But that experience left me with a deep sense of unease, a reminder that sometimes darkness hides things we can't understand or see. Story 2, strange encounter in the forest one summer afternoon. Feeling restless and craving some solitude, I decided to take a walk through the nearby woods. The air was warm and filled with the sounds of chirping birds and rustling leaves. As I wandered deeper into the forest along a narrow trail, everything seemed peaceful until I suddenly saw someone standing among the trees. He was dressed in dark clothing, maybe black or navy, and stood motionless with his face hidden under a hood or mask. His presence felt unnatural. It sent chills down my spine. For a moment, we just stared at each other across the distance. My instincts told me to keep moving quickly. I tried to walk past him without drawing attention, but then he started slowly following me along the trail, step by step, silently. My heart pounded harder as fear took over. I quickened my pace, glancing back nervously every few seconds. The woods seemed endless, every shadow looked suspicious. After what felt like an eternity of walking fast and looking over my shoulder, I finally reached the edge of the forest and burst out onto an open field. When I turned around again, he was gone, vanished as mysteriously as he appeared. That encounter left me shaken. It felt like someone had been watching me from the shadows all along. Since then, I've avoided walking alone in that part of the woods at dusk or night because something about that day told me that not everything in those woods is safe or normal.